But yeah, man, like, look at this. This woman's been under the knife more than a Thanksgiving turkey, man. This is gross. Yo, what is happening, YouTube? It's your boy Bolo, and this is for educational purposes only. And today I'm bringing you another iteration of why it's always men's fault. And I'm not being sarcastic. So, guys always want to talk about, especially in this red pill community, that women are never held accountable. Women feel entitled, and all these other things, right? Which might be true. I am not here to deny those facts. But what I am here to is place the blame on the real root of the issue, which is always men. 100,000%. Okay, so what we have here is a 31-year-old son of Michael Jordan. So obviously he has a pick of a lot of women. He comes from a very prestigious, family, all the resources you could imagine. And yet and still, I don't know what it is about certain communities, certain demographics that gravitate towards public used up hoes. Like, let's just call it what it is. Scottie Pippen's wife has been a public whore for a number of years now after embarrassing, her ex-husband, Scottie Pippen. She has had songs and lyrics referring to such acts of her, less than moral lifestyle. And so when guys want to talk about, hey, she's for the streets, she expects all this and all, she's only this. But when you have guys like this of low moral character and low value, I don't care if he's Michael Jordan's son, he is obviously a low value person inside. It gives these women avenues to act out and do what they want. See, the whole thing about, live and let live, you think that's a noble thing to say and a noble lifestyle. It's very tolerant. But here's the problem is that you don't realize all the things you let slide with the live and let live mantra is that all those things that shouldn't be happening, that you are just letting happen, ultimately bite you in the ass at some point. Okay? Because if what Larsa Pippen has been doing was more vilified and more demonized than other men would stay away, publicly especially, other women wouldn't feel so compelled to do things like this. You know what I'm saying? It's like the only reason this is becoming more and more of an issue is because they see other women get away with it. So you can't blame women for taking advantage of all these opportunities that are allotted to them. You would be stupid to blame them for taking advantage of all the good things that are coming their way. Well, I mean, good. I mean that's I guess in context. You can make an argument that it's bad in the long run for them, but you know what I mean. They look at it as beneficial in that moment. So, like if an employer said, "Hey, Jack, I know you don't have experience. I know you're not very smart. You dropped out of high school, but look, I want to make you VP of my company. It pays you $180,000 a year, plus stock options. Would you like to?" But you sit there, you're like, you're not qualified. They know you're not qualified, but you take it. And they say, you know what? Just show up. We'll pay you. Don't worry about it. Are you gonna say no? No. You would be stupid if someone said that to you, and you told your friend, "Yeah, I turned it down." They would be like, "Are you fucking stupid, dude? That was an easy ride." So you're stupid for turning such an opportunity down. But that's what you ask women to do every day. Guys are literally waiting hand and foot to give them the world, and you want them to actually say no for some reason. You think it's reasonable. You wouldn't do it. You're just mad that you're not in that position. And you would also call the employer stupid, which is what we call simps. It's like, dude, you're gonna give her all that and she doesn't even bring anything to the table. That being said, they're still there and they're still gonna be taken advantage of. You know what I mean? So you got a 48-year-old with a 31-year-old who is honestly, like I said, look at this woman. This is gross. This is gross. She's got a bad-ass job. A bad-ass job. She's 48, a public hoe, with an unnatural shape. I guess she got a BBL, or I don't know what, I guess it's a BBL. I don't know what other procedures there are, but whatever she did. Yeah, she looks okay with all this kind of shit. I mean, that's her dolled up, but this is her in the wild. And she looks wild in a bad way. You know, so, and not only that, I mean, just the audacity to try and get with this dude's son, knowing that your ex-husband has an ongoing feud right now with him, is the ultimate sign of disrespect. And as a man, you should be like, not every piece of pussy is good pussy, bro. Guys need to understand that. I know you're thirsty, I know you get horny, but you need to understand not every piece of pussy is good pussy. You know the reason I look like this? You know the reason I look like this? You know why? I love pizza. When I tell you I love pizza, I fucking love pizza. Okay? But could I look this good? Could I get stronger if every time I walk by a pizza place, go buy a couple slices? No. You have to practice discipline. There's a time and a place. And what the problem is that you have all these thirsty dudes that can't control their fucking dick. And guys, we don't ostracize them because guys like this need to just be ostracized. Like, bro, you know, obviously we ain't gonna kill these motherfuckers, but they need to feel some kind of consequence for their actions because the stupid shit that they do influences other women because the other women see it. Those women get away with it, so then that's what they're gonna want. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, but yeah, man, like, look at this. This woman's been under the knife more than a Thanksgiving turkey, man. This is gross. This is whatever, man. Dudes, I'll never understand this shit. Let me know what your thoughts are about what I've said. Is it our fault, like I think it is, or are we gonna point fingers at the emotionally weaker, more emotional, the less logical, physically weaker woman? We're gonna give them all the credit for doing something to us. We're too weak to deal with someone that we have described as emotionally illogical, emotionally what's the word I'm looking for? Just erratic and smaller and weaker than us, but somehow we let them control us. But yeah, let me know what your thoughts on the comments below. I'm out. Peace.